Yeah, take a look, guys. Hopefully the internet acts better. Right. And we're outside. Especially when you hear the bombs going off above you. Trying to take a nap. Yeah. Like 100 birds just flocking around. And they got intercepted. Oh, no, they're supposed to give us an update at 9. That's in a half an hour from now. 29 minutes. Manga lady, what's good? And thank you all for all your well wishes and prayers while we're out here. It's serious, man. But what they should have done is divert us to a different airport if they knew that this was going on over here. But we're on the same. Isn't, you guys can hear me? Wow, yeah. I don't have no mic on. Let me just bring it closer to. How about now? Yeah, it sounds like James inside water, right? How about you sit over here? Sit. I'm talking. Mm. I can't hear your voice, period. Guys, can you hear my voice? I can't hear Gina. How about mine? Can you hear me? Try Angel. Oh, man. Mm. See, I wonder why I could hear Gina, but Tanisha B, what's going on? We are still alive. We are still here in Doha. Man, this whole thing has been so stressful. We woke up today to about 8 explosions, like boom, 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 boom. And then we seen the birds flocking around. And while sitting here just now, we got an alert saying that there's going to be another one. That's why we've been looking to the sky. Take a look. See, we got a pool. We're like the only ones here. Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Jason has on his meta glasses. Okay, take them off. Now, Jason had on his meta glasses. He forgot his meta glasses were on. So somebody let me know if you guys can hear me now. Jason had on his meta
Yep,
glasses.
there we
He
go.
forgot. Okay, there it is.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who said that? Very observant.
That was Chai. Thank you, baby.
Very good child. Very good.
Okay. Hey, thank you. Tanisha. Tanisha. Oh my God. So, like I was saying before, we left Thailand, okay? Which was absolutely amazing. We had a layover in Doha. It still says I have an echo. I don't know why. Okay. We had a layover in Doha for 14 hours. So when we arrived at the airport, it was just eerily quiet. You know, I said to Jason, I said, wow, where's everybody? There's nobody in the airport. It kind of reminded us of during COVID when we were going to Aruba, we arrived at the airport and there was absolutely no one there. But the crazy thing was no one in the airport said anything to us. It was just business as usual. When we were going through immigration, we started getting an alert, like an Amber Alert. You guys are familiar with the Amber Alert when a child is missing or, you know, abducted. And the young lady at immigration, she said, oh, you guys are getting alerts. And we like, yeah. And that was it. Fast forward, we get in our Uber and our driver's like, you guys are American? So we like, yeah. And we like, what's going on? And he's like,
They just bombed the U.S. Army base.
yeah, they said they just bombed the U.S. Army base. And I'm like, what?
And
like,
then you seen a big cloud
what's
of
going on? And
smoke.
he's like, look, look, look. And then you look over and you just see this big cloud of smoke.
And he driving fast. Like,
and he's just driving fast, like, and you hear boom, boom. And I'm like, oh my God.
But mind you, as we left the airport and walk into the Uber, I'm hearing a whole bunch of like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but
we're not aware. Like, okay, maybe it's fireworks, maybe there's something going on, airplane, some crap like that. But then it just sounded too close.
It sounded close. So when we got to the hotel, you know, we just see all these people standing outside. Everybody's just looking up.
Everyone's looking at the sky. Like,
they're looking at the sky, and then you just see the birds going crazy, and you can just hear the boom, 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 and it's like, oh boy. So
it's real out here.
we got a room, and you know, they told us to stay inside. You know, if anything, to come downstairs to the lobby.
We have food and everything here.
The thing is, we don't have our clothes. We have no clothes.
When we left Thailand, they took all our bags to take it to JFK so we don't have to lug them with us.
Right. So all of our suitcases, our 3 suitcases with all of our stuff, our toiletries, our change of clothes are in New York City at JFK. Because we weren't planning on staying here too long. We were just planning on
a 14-hour layover.
Right. And you know, shout out to Jason. You know, shout out to Jason. I so appreciate my husband because he booked us a hotel room because he figured, you know what, it's going to be 14 hours. You know, we're going to be tired. So we figured, okay, we'll come to the hotel, we'll lay down, we'll relax, walk around for a little bit, and then we'll go back to the airport.
Nope.
You know, we didn't have this hotel already pre-booked. We couldn't stay at the airport because they closed the airport. And we would have been scrambling to try to find some place to lay our heads. So thank God that Jason thought about getting us a room ahead of time.
Gotta think ahead, guys. Gotta think ahead.
Tanisha, you know what? I'm being honest with you. It's scary and it's unnerving.
What she said?
She said she'd be rocking back and forth scared. But
she was.
Yeah, because girl, just now we were laying down. Okay, we were laying down and you just heard boom, and I'm like, wait a minute, and it sounded like it was right outside our window.
Like the windows were shaking, like boom.
Like the whole, and I said, oh my God, they hit the building. I'm thinking in my head, like, where am I gonna run to? Where are we gonna go? You know, if something happens. But the best part about this whole experience is that the people here are extremely accommodating. You know, we came in, we got an upgrade, instant upgrade on our room. The staff is treating us very well. You know, people here speak English, so that's a plus as well. So we're not struggling with the language barrier. And yeah, it's just a waiting game, really, to be honest.
It'll be waiting until 9 o'clock to see what updates they're gonna give us at Qatar. Hopefully they open up. Oh man,
Yeah, and shout out to everybody that reached out to us.
a lot of people reached out to us
Yeah,
to see if we're all right.
on Rain Freestyle, Jamaica Walk By and Lexi, Robin, my girl Good Vibes K, my brother Golga, and if I forgot anyone,
And all you guys,
yeah,
Chai,
Lalani. If I
Celeste,
forgot anybody personally, charge it to my head, not my heart. But thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
it's crazy.
Terrence B, thank
Yo,
you.
Terrence B, what's good, bro?
Queen Sky, we are currently in Doha, in Qatar.
In the Middle East. This is our first time in the Middle East, and jeez,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this.
Mo, hey brother.
Who that? Backpack Mo?
Mo, I need to be back in Brazil.
Mo Mizzle?
And then the thing is, too, guys,
Brick City boy?
listen. There are no women out here. I haven't seen one woman on the street at all, at all. The closest I've seen to a woman out and about are the women that are in this hotel. Women are not outside, so as I am outside with Jason and I'm walking around, people are just looking at us really strange, like, what is she doing out here? And then two, I had on some pink tights. Okay, I got on these blazing blue Nike socks. Thank God I have on this shirt because it was cold on the plane, because they stress here there is absolutely no, they call it nudity, but there's no showing of the skin. There's no public affection. Guys, we were outside last night looking for some food, and you know, when I cross the street, Jason has a habit of always grabbing me to make sure that I'm okay. And Jason went to touch me, and I was like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me."
No, I stopped myself. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Because somebody
I
might
ain't trying to
see,
go to jail.
somebody might see him touching me and thinking that we doing public affection. We are gonna just follow the rules and do exactly what we are supposed to do. Yeah, Chai, me too. I don't know. No,
What?
Tanisha. No, no, no. She said you can't have them shoulders out. But you know what? I'm being honest. If we don't leave here by tomorrow, we're just gonna go and find some clothes, because I think it's best that I find something to cover myself. Thank God I bought my little headscarf.
We're going to get the traditional. I'm looking to
Yeah,
get one
yeah.
of those.
Somebody told us to get the traditional clothing, so that
Head
way,
wrap, too.
yeah, we blend in. So yeah.
I keep on hearing noise over there.
Shards Travel. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. I'm praying for our safe return without incident as well.
And it's a nice hotel, too. Look
Yeah, it's a
at it.
beautiful hotel. They have a nice pool. They have a restaurant in here. It's beautiful. You want to show them a little bit of the city, or are you afraid to
Yeah, no
move?
shit.
Yes, Chai. Blend in, girl. Blend in. Keep my mouth shut and blend in.
So this is the pool area. They have a place where they cook and you can eat. Let me see if... This is city view. Down that road over there, that's where the airport is. Go straight on that highway right there. You'll be at the airport. Guys, I don't know what we're gonna do. Super clean. That's all you can do is trust the process. And I really don't want to hear any birds going crazy, because that means that there's gonna be an airstrike.
Oh, Cecilia, feel better, my darling. Feel better. She said she had surgery. Feel better.
Really? Cecilia, I hope you're alright.
Oh, wow. Homelessness is illegal over here, Mo. Wow. That explains why you don't see anybody out there on the street begging. I didn't know
We had
that.
one dude walk up to me. He was a little sketchy yesterday, but
Yeah, Terrence said, what's the longest you think you can sustain yourself there? Do you think it can last a month or two? Oh my God.
don't
Terrence.
even say that. Terrence.
Well, thank God we have our bank cards. We have access to credit cards. So,
And we do have money, but
that's not an issue, but we don't have enough clothing, and I don't want to be here that long. I want to go home.
and also we're not rich. I have a mortgage to pay.
I got
a
bills. I gotta
job.
go back to my job. And then too, guys, we moved from Brooklyn upstate. So our house is just sitting there. We haven't been home in 2 weeks.
It snowed.
It
since we've been
snowed,
gone 2 times.
and we don't know the neighbors like that, so nobody really knows that we are gone.
Hopefully nobody slipped on the front, the front of the house with some ice.
Yes, Abigail, that's what everybody's been telling us, that Doha is not bad. Right. So, like I said, thus far we have met some people and they've been extremely nice. So, it seems like we are in the safest part right now. Right, Mo. Right.
That's a fact, Mo.
Oh, yes, Terrence, I know exactly where that is.
But if you guys seen the videos from
Queens, yes,
what
I
happened
am.
yesterday,
Yes, I am ready to leave. She said, I know y'all ready to leave now. Traveling is nice. It's fun, but we spent 2 weeks in Thailand. So that was quite, and then we didn't even stay in one spot. We went to Bangkok. We went to Pattaya. We went to Phuket. So we actually hopped on another flight when we were in Thailand to fly over to
Phuket.
Phuket. So yeah, I'm about ready to go home, and
I'm tired of backpacking.
yeah, I'm tired of backpacking, Mo. I want to go home.
I don't know how you could backpack. I'm I'm not built for this.
And Queen said, don't hold hands for nothing. You got that right, girl. I told Jason, stay the heck away from me. If they ask, you my brother.
You stupid. You can still be married out here.
Yes, Mo, yes. I mean,
Mo, I still gotta finish up our videos in Brazil. I was on the way to
girl.
oh man. I'm gonna get those ready.
I told Jason, act like we are brother and sister. Move. Yeah, but it's all a part of life. Of course, I'm hearing this is why you shouldn't leave the country. It's not safe. It's not safe anywhere you go, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. And
It's true, man.
what's really sad is that for the people that actually live here, that are subjected to this on a regular, it's sad. That people have to live this way.
It's true.
Yeah, we're from New York City. Things happen. We're used to hearing shootings and yeah, there's crime, but there's never a time that I'm sitting in my home comfortably and I'm hearing missiles, going off in the sky.
Not once.
So yeah, I pray for these people. I pray for us. I pray for everybody that's
And
involved
it's
in
not
this
fair
situation.
to them what they have to go through. Like, come on, man.
Everybody deserves to be safe. And I don't try to indulge myself too much into political things because, life is stressful enough. This world is cruel and evil and unhappy enough. So I try to stay away from those things. But whatever's going on, I just pray for peace for everyone.
Thanks, Queen. She like, no hugging and kissing. I want y'all to make it back home safe.
Yeah,
That's
it's not.
a fact.
Oh yes, you heard the news from Robin. Heard the news from Robin Millett. Okay,
For real. Shar.
that's right, Queen. Yep. Yeah, peace.
That's what we asking for.
Right, Shard. The innocent always suffer.
Talk to them for a second.
Because of the differences that people have. I didn't even know Jason put the camera on me. What made us leave New York City? What do you mean, Brooklyn? Because we live in, all right, we did leave New York City. Yeah, duh, we live in New York State. Well, honestly, Terrence, we were looking for a home, and to purchase a home in New York City was extremely expensive. Homes in Brooklyn are going for almost $1 million right now. And, if I'm going to spend $1 million to buy a home, I want a backyard. I don't want to be connected to anybody. I don't want to walk out my house and, no shade to anybody. I don't want to walk out my house and see Bobo and them hanging on the corner chilling. No, not for $1 million. So I had people at my job that lived upstate New York, and we decided to just take a drive up there one weekend to see how it was, and we loved it. We walked around to the local Walmarts, because that's a tip. If you guys are going to move someplace, always go ahead before you decide. And we walked around just to see what the community was like, and everybody was nice and welcoming, and we loved it. And we found a house that we loved, and we put in an offer for it, and we got accepted for that home the same day.
And you know what was my deciding factor? I said, I gotta find a pizza spot. If it hit like home in Brooklyn, this is where I'm supposed to be. We went to a pizza spot, ordered 2 slices. I'm like, Yep, Gina, this is it.
That's it.
This is it.
Queen
We got
Scott.
Walmart right there.
Queen Scott, thank you, my love. Queen Scott said that they stumbled across our page. Well, I'm glad you stumbled and
Thank
found
you.
yourself here. Welcome. You know, just like my girl Chai said, there are some really cool people here. We
Yeah.
love you guys. You know, you guys are like family to us.
For real, we've been
No, you're not
rocking
even
for a
not like
minute.
family. You guys are family because family is not only about blood. It is who you create. And we have definitely created a beautiful family here on YouTube. So, like I said, we love you guys. And although we're not always consistent, you know, because we do have a life, you know, we work.
We're trying. We're trying. We're
Right.
trying. Bear
You
with
know,
us,
we
guys.
appreciate it when you guys show up for us when we do come on this platform. And Mo said, Gina, just get ready because Jason is holding all those kisses when you get back to New York. He said, you better watch out. Don't forget, he's one of the Brick City boys. Anyway, I can kiss him now because nobody's looking.
Brick City boys representing.
Cecilia, thank you. Cecilia, and everybody send some prayers for my girl Cecilia. She just had surgery. Wishing you a speedy recovery, sis. You know, we love you, girl. Tanisha said, and their home is beautiful, minus the killer deer that are always roaming. Yeah, for those who don't know, Tanisha B, that is my beautiful niece Eden's mom. Yes, and she came to visit us in October, so she came to the house. We can't wait for you to come back, girl. We miss you. Next time we going to Texas, we going to Tanisha.
And I still got to drop those videos.
Oh, Shaw said, I came across you guys when you were in Kenya. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And you still rock with us a year later. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Terrence. We appreciate all the prayers, guys.
We just wanted to come up here to show you guys that we still alive.
Chai, who you talking? I was just saying that. Chai said, I can't wait for you guys to get back on the grill. Girl, I just want to go
Man.
home.
I want some good food. I want some chicken parmesan.
Wait, who met me at Port Authority? Somebody said, oh my God, I remember meeting you at Port Authority. I haven't seen you in here in so long. Ariana!
Oh, is
my
that
God,
lady
yes, yes.
that girl?
Ariana, where have you been? I told Jason, I said, I don't see
We haven't
you
seen
anymore.
you since.
I don't see you anymore. Do you still take the bus from Port Authority? Yes, my girl. How are you,
I remember
beautiful?
her. I remember her.
Yes, yes. I haven't seen you in so. But you know what, Ariana? I was out of work for a couple of months because I had broke my toe. Nobody knew that, guys. I broke my toe and I fractured my ankle. So I was home for 2 months. You know, I was working from home because I couldn't walk. But I just didn't put it out there. But yes, I had hurt myself. And you know, in my 50s, these bones don't heal like they used to. So yeah, Ariana, it's so good to see you, baby. Yeah, be careful now, girl. Who you telling?
This sun is sunny, guys.
Listen, I'm hungry.
Oh.
We just came.
Oh
We
my
went to
God.
McDonald's because there's a McDonald's a couple of blocks away. So when we heard the airstrikes, immediately we ran downstairs. It was a security guard sitting in the front. So we were like, you know, is this safe for us to go to McDonald's? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. So we go to McDonald's, which is supposed to be open 24 hours, and it's closed. So we ran into these two security guards, and they said, hey, you know, it's Ramadan.
It's Ramadan.
Right.
Go figure.
So it's Ramadan, so nothing is going to open until after 7 because they're fasting. So they don't eat until after 7. So there's no food. Okay. We went to a store.
Go figure.
Right. I bought some chips and a cup of soup, but that's as far as it's going to get as far as food
You ain't getting no
goes.
meat. You ain't getting. You ain't getting nothing to drink.
Terrence,
No coperinis.
Terrence said, how are we feeling? I mean, we feel okay.
I feel
okay.
I feel blessed. You know what I mean?
I feel blessed.
It could have
because
been a lot
You know why
worse.
I feel blessed? Because, like I said before, this was happening when we were on the plane in the air. So, thank you, Lord, for no missiles striking our plane. Thank you, God. You know, or we wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys.
No.
You know, I thought about my mom. I thought about my grandson. I thought about my kids and how everybody just thinks that we're on our way home. And, you know, for someone to get that call to say something happened, you know, my poor mother, you know, she's lost 2 of her children already. You know, I've lost 2 siblings. So I just thank God that we are safe and we made it on the ground. Yes.
Boots on the ground.
Yep, child, you have to go along with their customs. That's it.
I keep looking in the sky because you never know when something might pop off.
Yeah. So, and we were actually thinking about taking a trip to the mall to see if we can buy some clothing.
Then it might just be closed.
Right.
You never know.
Yeah, so we don't want to go all the way to the mall and then it's closed, and take that trip for nothing because I'm very cautious. I'm like, nah, if I don't have to go someplace, I am not going. So right now we're just here. We're just here.
And we'll keep you guys updated as the day
That's
goes
right,
on.
Queen. The devil is a liar, a big liar, a big liar. So we just, I don't know.
Oh, I want to jump in this pool right here. I ain't gonna lie.
Steve E. Hey, Steve.
Steve. Like Jerry Springer. Steve.
Yeah, this birthday right here is one for the books, girl.
Oh my goodness.
This birthday right here is one for the books, honey.
Be like, oh, you remember that time we went to Doha?
Yeah, remember that time we went to
And we
Doha
almost got
and we got stuck
pie,
here?
we
And then,
unalived.
yeah, we're gonna be all right. He said this birthday's gonna go down in history. Yep, that's right, Queen. We sure are. That's
And it just shows us that we could make it through anything
Yeah.
and everything.
no, there was no way we could have gone back to Thailand because after our plane landed, we were told that that was the last flight that they were accepting in to Doha.
hmm And we landed around, I think, 11:40
Yeah.
yesterday.
So after our
Bomb
plane
started-
landed, that was it. The airport was shut down.
It was like 11:40 we landed. Bombs started dropping around 12.
Yes. And Tanisha said, the way I be standing outside the airport doors pacing back and forth will for sure have to be studied. My anxiety would be at an overworldly level. Girl, Chai, we just have to just keep smiling. I went through my panic phase, my tears, but I said to myself, hey, and then what really worried me was my head was really starting to hurt, really, really, really bad. I don't have any pain medication. I don't want to take anything while I'm out here. So I said, you know what, girl, just calm down. You made it thus far. You understand? It could be worse. It could be worse. We could be
10
roaming
times
around
worse.
with no place to stay. All the
We're still in the airport.
all the
Just-
hotels could have been booked. We couldn't have found a room. So it could have went way worse, way left. So I'm thankful that it ended, it's going the way it's going.
4 more minutes before they update the airport.
Irish Jimmy, hello, my brother. How are
Irish.
you? One love
Jimmy,
from Ireland. Hey, honey, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in.
It's crazy. What time is it where you guys are? I think it might be like around 12, almost 1 o'clock in the U.S.
That's it.
1 a.m.
Yeah, you just gotta, you just gotta keep a cool head. Panicking is not gonna do anything.
It's not gonna help.
Okay, Tanisha said it's 11:56.
Okay, Tanisha B. Okay. About
Yes,
1 a.m.
Irish Jimmy, we are stuck currently in Doha. There has been some missile airstrikes, so we are currently stuck here in Qatar. We can't leave. The airport is closed. Everybody keeps telling us, oh, go to the embassy, go to the embassy, but they have already alerted us to stay put. They're telling everybody not to go to the embassy because you can't just stroll into the embassy. We were told that you have to have an appointment. So it's a lot that goes with that, guys. We can't just go down to the embassy and say, hey, we're American, help us. We have to listen to what they tell us to do. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to stay put until they tell us how to move.
And you don't see anybody else outside, so what the hell are we doing out there?
Right. I mean, people outside, but
But they're going about their
yes,
day.
Ty, good information. People are outside, but they're working. They're going about their day. They're moving around. So, it's you. But what's the craziest part to me? It's like when we do go outside, it's just like people are just walking around like, this is what they're subjected to. This is their
Just
reality.
looking in the sky, though. They're still like, oh.
Yeah, that's it. We just have to follow the protocol because this is their reality.
We don't live here. We're just visitors.
Right.
So.
And we're not the only black people here. There are black people here. We met a few from Uganda. The young man that works here that brought our bags up, he's from Uganda. There are other few, but mostly when we talk to them, they're not very talkative. They answer your questions, but that's it. They don't speak too much.
One,
and,
2 word.
Yeah.
answers.
And we don't want to ask any questions because, like I said, I don't indulge in politics. I know a lot of people do not like the person that's in charge of the United States. I'm not even going to mention that name.
The Orange Commander.
Right. So, no, I'm just going to stay all the way away from that.
Oh, and also shout out to my guy Ivan Tours.
Yeah, shout out to man. Out of all the names I mentioned, why didn't I mention Ivan?
Right.
Charge it to my head, Ivan, and not my heart. Ivan has been with us every step of the way. You know, he's been keeping in contact with Jason. I don't know what they're talking about, but they're always texting each other. I actually spoke to him yesterday. I think he's been finding out information for Jason and things like that. So shout out to our brother Ivan. We love you. Thank
And
you
also
so much.
causing panic because he's like, oh my God, if that was me,
and then Ivan's like, you guys are gonna be there for weeks, and I'm like, no, don't say that, because just now in the news before we came upstairs, they said that they expect this to last another 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh no,
no. That means we got to pay for a hotel for another 2 weeks. That means that I'm not working for another 2 weeks, and the house is sitting there stagnant, and I got a mortgage to pay.
And you know, thank God we just bought a thermostat where we can control
Wi-Fi.
the
I
heat,
can control it
from wherever we are, because it's cold where we are. We had 19 inches of snow before we left, so our concern was our pipes freezing. So we have to, although no one's in the house, we have to have the heat at a certain level so we don't come home to our pipes busted. So
it's a disaster, basically.
Right, and again, like I said, it's not like I have a neighbor next door, but I can say, oh, you know, go over there next door and see what's going on at the house. So, yeah. Yes, the programmable thermostat. I'm all tongue-tied, guys. I can't even talk.
Got one of the Google Nest Wi-Fi thermostats.
So we just
Guys, you want to see
here.
what downstairs looks like? You want to show them?
You think that
I think I'll go.
Okay.
Guys, you want to see what it looks like?
Okay, Mo said that he thinks that we would be back Monday, the latest.
Monday? Oh my God, bro. Don't even say Monday. Don't say that. And if the internet start acting jinky, let me know. Instead of using the hotel Wi-Fi, I'm just using my regular cell service. Looked like they had another pool over. Oh, that's the gym. And what's that? Another pool over there? Let me see. Oh, look, guys.
There it is, guys.
Look. Oh man.
Later, Chai. Thanks for stopping in,
Later,
hon.
try, but this is an alert. That's like the same alert that we received when we first got here. Pool safety.
Is there a bathroom up here?
I think that's the ladies.
Yeah,
right
hold
there.
on. I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh boy. Oh. The gym isn't open, I guess. They said no, sir. Gym is not open yet. Ifoma, what's good, my man? We are currently in Doha, Qatar. It's a nice location, nice little setup. Dive in. I'm gonna take you downstairs to show you what it's like, boots on the ground in the street. Not too sure if you guys can see all the way down there. But yeah, right now we're on a 10th floor. It's not really safe to be on the top floor with missile strikes going at any time. But I wish we were able to at least let you hear what that whole thing sounds like with the bombs getting intercepted. You might actually be able to hear it. Gina's out the bathroom.
And thank God Jason threw these pants in a bag for me, because I would have been walking around with them tight-ass pink tights on. Oh. And you know what I'm thankful for too, guys? They have tissue here. They have tissue. Okay? We had to pay for tissue. You want to go? I think I need to get a fork.
That's a lady in here.
Okay, this is where we have breakfast. Okay, this is where they have food.
I'll wait for you right here. Yeah, this is the restaurant that they have. They have a Ramadan menu. Rooftop poolside. They serve lunch and dinner up there. Come get her fork so that she can eat her food. Man, guys, this has been one hell of a trip. Let me take a look there while Jim's waiting. All right. That's what we need anyway, the fork.
Yeah, I didn't want any breakfast. I just want the fork. So I'll bring them back that fork. She took way too long to come out. You can just take
See, Stevie said the UAE space is still closed. Oh man, it's 9:05, guys. They're supposed to give us an update. It's still closed, Steve? This is not good. Yeah.